This is the Celebrity Authority Show. Please welcome Jayanti Chauhan with our host, Mr. Sam Cawthorn.
Guys, I'm super excited today. Thank you so much for joining us here in the studio, Jayanti.
My privilege.
Now, look, you're a women's coach, and you've got a really powerful message as well. Look, share with us a little bit more about what your message is to the world and why you're so passionate about it.
My message to the world is that women have to really stand for themselves, and there's women in this time of history is in a transition period from traditional to modernization. She has received all the opportunities, but she is somewhere in her trap of being so emotional about things and nurturing the environment. She's so busy with nourishing everybody, and she forgets herself. So I want her to really stand for herself, look into herself, and be aware of what she wants, pursue it. That's it.
I do agree, and I'm super excited about today's conversation, and I'm also really excited about diving deep into that. However, I'd like to first of all hear about your story. Where did you grow up, and where did you get your moment of empowerment as a woman?
I grew up in Karnataka, in Bangalore. I belong to that place.
Balawachia.
And from there I went to Delhi. I got married, and I was married for 9 years. And one day I came to know from the doctor that my husband had some breathing problems and he suffers from cancer. So suddenly in that moment of that, another moment in that moment, I found out like there's no time in life. We think there's a lot of time, and I had to take charge of life for my children who were just 5 and 10 at that time, and I just did it. And I feel that if I could do it, anybody can do it. And I also feel that, you know, there are times when we have to wisely decide, we have to choose and stick to that choice.
Wow.
And we just can live that life we wanted, because generally in my country the husband does everything for the woman, but I could do everything for my children. I did what I could for him. I did what I could for my children. Everything was perfectly fine in life.
And then?
And then now I want to send this message out to every woman on the planet that she should pursue her life, her dreams, along with everything else. And it's possible.
Why do you think it is that women, you know, do lose themselves and they constantly then just do it for everyone else, but they actually lose themselves and they don't really know who they are as well? Why do you think it is? Is it a cultural thing, or?
Yeah, it is cultural, and it's for her to understand. She's getting the exposure that's necessary for like the education, the career opportunities, but somewhere in her emotional trap of culture and even the situations, the situation of her life, she waits that, okay, the circumstance is going to get better and one day I will do it. That someday, one day doesn't come. She has to do it. I want them.
Wait.
Yeah, that self-awareness.
Yeah.
That self-awareness. I want her to have that self-awareness, and then go for it.
So is it easier though said than done? Like, you know, yes, women go and get your own self-awareness, but does it require a coach? Does it require a breakthrough? Does it require a moment in life? Like, how does a woman then get that self-awareness in order for them to be self-empowered as well?
It doesn't need any emergency or any crisis. It's for her to understand herself, and she can acquire it. It's very much learned. Like, she can acquire a few attributes, and to get there, it's very easy. It can happen in moments. There's not a lot of time needed for that. It's her mind. And she's grown up with some dreams. She has grown up with a future in her mind. And then I feel it makes me a bit upset when she is complaining about circumstance or culture. It's not the culture, it's not anything. That's a situation. But she can.
So they put the blame on other things rather than looking internally.
That's like her blind spot. She's not able to see what's, and then she's just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I want her to compete with herself every day, develop everything, because she is the center of the family.
Absolutely.
And she is looking after future generations. Like, it's a big contribution to the nation, to the world. She needs to do something about it.
So if there are women right now that are watching this and they're thinking, look, this is great listening, but what would you say to them? What's one of the first things that they need to do in order for them to find themselves again? What would you say to them?
First of all, it's just okay to be wherever they are. They can start from wherever they are, whatever the age.
Great.
And they have to be comfortable in their skin. They need to develop a muscle, set up their dreams, and just go for it. Just go for it.
And then from there, is it then surrounding yourself with the right people so that'll help you? Is it about, always being conscious of listening to the right voices and so on and so forth? Is there an ongoing journey that they have to be on?
Like in just 4 or 5 points, I would like to say.
Yeah.
Our life is like a movie. And she is the heroine of her own movie.
I love it.
She's the producer, script writer. Why does she need anybody except for a short time, a mentor and a coach?
Yeah.
And then she can carve her path. The coach can just hold a torch for her, and she sees the path. First, she has to understand herself, her needs, and then she goes for that path in a systematic manner.
Yeah.
She lists her dreams and what she wants to acquire. Then she is comfortable getting some attributes which are necessary for that kind of life. I mean, it's so easy. It's probably she has not paid attention. She has not looked for that desire or the unfulfilledness in her, and she has not had the time because she didn't think it for herself. She's waiting for something, I don't know what. That's what upsets me, and I want to be that alarm clock for her. And then she can be a star. Her life will shine. She will live the life she is dreaming about. And there will be so much joy, peace and happiness. It's like the whole family is transformed when she transforms.
I love it. I love it. Fast forward into the future. 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. What is your dream for humanity, and even to a certain extent, what is your dream for India when it does come to women? Speak into that for us right now.
Okay. So 3 out of 4, 3 women are stressed. And this is normal, healthy stress, because
that's
a
75% of women are stressed.
Yes, stressed. And from the age 21 to about 40, this is the time she has to catch up with life, and she is wearing so many hats. A number of hats, and that healthy stress is good for her performance. But when it becomes chronic and the stress becomes distress and then disease and
ill health,
a lot of things, I feel that, it's when my husband took ill, I didn't have the time. So if women are taught early enough to just buy that time and make the maximum out of it, it's like a strong foundation for her for future. And especially in this time when the women are in this transition period of modernization, she's got the exposure, she has the right tools. It's just for somebody like me to reach out to them, and they reach out to me, and then that's done. Then they just use me like a GPS, and they walk their path.
Brilliant. And in a way, that's your future as well, because I see that you'll be on big stages, thousands of people, impacting the lives of the next generation, and seeing women flourish and blossom, yes?
Yeah. And I have done it. I have done it with so many women. Like, for me, it's fun, it's passion, because I have touched the lives of 1 lakh women. I have, transformed 30,000 women in areas personal, professional, career, emotional, financial, everything. And they just unfold so many times that sometimes we are surprised ourselves that when they talk about themselves, they get motivated themselves.
Correct, correct.
They are motivated with their own life story. It's amazing. They are living lifestyles now.
Yeah. Hey, look, thank you so much for joining us here on the Celebrity Authority Show. But look, just before you go, we have a challenge that we have for all of our participants. And the challenge is 10 questions in 60-second challenge. So, do you accept the challenge?
Yes.
All right. Your time starts now. Favorite color?
Red.
Red, of course. Favorite food?
South Indian food.
Oh, yes. Favorite celebrity?
Sadhguru.
Sadhguru. Favorite actor?
Shashi Kapoor.
Favorite professional speaker?
Sam.
Thank you. Favorite book?
Mystic Musings by Sadhguru.
So by Sadhguru, yes. Favorite movie?
Devdas.
Favorite drink?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Favorite pizza topping?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Extra cheese.
Yeah, extra cheese. And yeah, Auntie, if you could be an animal, which animal would you be?
A tigress.
A tigress. Why is that?
My goddess in India, Durga, she's on it.
Very good. Thank you.
My name is the name of Durga.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Celebrity Authority Show. Well done.